All right. Okay, I'd like a motion coming out of executive session that the agency is going to pay the exec director, 120 days of vacation time paid at 10 days a month over the next 12 months. That it, I think? I think that's it. Okay. Could I have a motion?
I'll move it.
I'll second it.
Two. All those in favor? Opposed? All right, motion carries.
Thank you all
I'm
for your,
good.
thank you all for your time, because that bill 5 or 10 years from now will be considerably larger, trust me, so I appreciate you taking action on it, thank you.
And I'd ask Al, I'd ask you, because this is going to cause my payroll guys to go into a downward spiral. If you could please call our treasurer and explain to her how we're gonna do this.
It is my absolute pleasure to call Christine and work through the process.
Okay, thank you.
So for budgeting purposes, you have a contingency account to cover this?
We do, because the salaries are actually not going to hit the amount that we've budgeted for the year.
But not enough to close it.
In the 2026 budget, yes.
Sure.
2027, yes. Oh, yes, the ICS
60
account,
days.
yes, there's $243,000 in the ICS account that I don't have to use for budgeting. Sorry, misunderstood your question.
I have no idea where I am, do you?
Yes, the salaries.
Item 7, okay. Item 7, the salary schedule, turn it over to Beth on this.
So 2027 salary schedule. Each position was provided with a 3.5% cost of living raise. The principal project coordinator and the planner, the top one on your line, were each provided with a $350 longevity bonus added to their salary. And then I also did a $1,000 salary adjustment for the principal project coordinator, senior planner, the 2 planner positions, the junior planner, and the operations coordinator, to keep up with rising salaries of planners in our region.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, could I have a motion to approve the 2027 salary schedule?
So move.
Dave? Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? You got Shannon a second.
Yes, I didn't show.
Okay. Item number 8, 2027 budget and county allocation request. Yeah.
All right, starting with the budget on the expense side, I'll bring your attention to a couple of things. So I reduced the legal significantly. We had thought last year we might need to pay for legal fees for the implementation of our strategic plan, but we don't. So I reduced that. You'll see the accounting is in there at 54,000. As I mentioned, we negotiated down the monthly rate from, they had said 4,500. We negotiated it down to 3,750, and they're going to revisit in 3 to 6 months based on the amount of work that they have to do. So I'm hoping that will go down even a little bit more. The audit is set at 15.5. We have that quote from the auditors. The human resource contract is EverStrive. That is for our strategic plan implementation in 2027. That will include professional development and onboarding contract management system for our grants. The workforce housing contractor is a new line item. It's a big one. This was an on-call contract that was awarded last meeting. And so it's for our contractor to manage the myriad of workforce housing projects that we have going on. It's so large because we have the 5.75 million CDSs coming online next year, and those are going to need to get moved forward. Loan underwriting, I reduced from 50,000 to 20,000. The contract we have with Dang to do that costs us significantly less than I had thought. The admin assistant I removed, we don't need. And everything else is pretty much the same. And I wanted to note that the grant contract's the $1 million. That's money we pay out to consultants for projects we're doing, but it is all covered by grants that we have secured. So that's the expense side. The revenue side, county allocations. You each also have a sheet of the 4-year plan to increase county allocation. So we're now in 2027, where the total goes to 93,944. We redid the total equalized taxable value. That just determines how much each county is liable for. It's 50% population, 50% total equalized taxable value. So you'll see the amounts for each county that we'll be asking for this year or for next year. We still have our EDA planning grant, our DEC 604B, our MBRC technical assistance, some of the other ancillary things we have. I will note, I added 42,036 from the ICS account to help balance the budget because of the accounting contract. However, the grants that I have listed in the revenue are grants we have secured because of the timing and the way we do our budget. We have a lot out there that we don't know that we got. So I don't include them as part of our budget, but I expect that 42,036 to go to zero once we start getting grant awards in. And everything else, our revenue we have coming in for grants that we have secured. The total budget of 2.49.
You get to change it more.
Yes, yep.
All right, thanks,
Any
Beth.
questions?
Need a recommendation, a motion, to approve the budget?
So move.
Kevin, second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried, thanks. All right, item number 9, reject all proposals for procurement ID, and there's an ID number, technical assistance for town and Village of Argyle comprehensive plan, Beth.
Yeah, so this kind of happened in Allison's transition. We had put out an RFP to hire a consultant to help with certain parts of the Argyle comp plan. When Allison left, we had to kind of pivot and reschedule the way we were doing things. So I need to reject these so that we can then do an RFP for what we need now.
Can we do 9 and 10 together?
If you want to, so the award of our legal services RFP, I put out an RFP for collection. An attorney to do the collections on our loans because I am unhappy with the services that we are being provided currently. We got one response. It was from Ezra Law PC. So we're looking to award that one.
Okay, I'd like a motion to reject all proposals associated with items 9 and 10.
Oh, no, we're just rejecting 9, 10 as an acceptance.
Oh, 10's the next one. All right, so let's just take them separate then.
Okay.
Okay, item number 9 is a rejection.
I'll move it.
Kevin, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, that carries, and item number 10, then that's an acceptance.
Yeah. We changed it, remember?
Okay,
I can try this.
all right. So motion, we got-
Now I'm saying second to the new bit.
Yeah.
all right, so I need a motion on that then, right? Okay,
Is there a second?
a second?
See a second?
I'll second.
Sorry.
Okay.
These were the only, this was the only firm that responded?
Nope. And I emailed it directly to attorneys that we know. Mhm.
You gotta go with what you gotta go with, right?
Yeah.
Hey, John,
Yeah, any other discussion? Dave,
I have discussion. I want to get back to the county allocation for a second after we're done with this, please.
the county allocations as part of the budget,
Yes. You said a question.
who did? I'm sorry.
So what- So when we did these allocations, we came up with equalized taxable value. Is the intention every year we go back and look at what the equalized value is, because that may fluctuate based on a lot of counties doing revals? Just a
Yes,
question.
that's why we did it. So when I did the original plan, I only had the 2023, so that's how this whole thing was kind of parsed out, just so I could show you guys what we were trying to do. But each
No.
year, the new year will come online.
I probably remember that, but I just wanted to clarify. Thank you, Beth.
Yep.
Okay, thanks. Can we vote on number 10?
We did, Kevin and Meg. Did we vote? I don't remember.
Oh, no, we had a discussion.
All in
Okay, any
favor?
further discussion on item number 10? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries, okay. Item number 11, adoption of new financial management policies. Turn it over to Beth.
So I've been working with EverStrive because we are bringing a new accounting firm online. To just kind of consolidate financial management policies, and so in the packet that you guys have for those, the new stuff is at the front. So the first 6 pages, just really outlining roles and responsibility, process, all of that. The investment policy is in here, has not changed from what we originally had, it's just being added in. The procurement policy has not been changed, it's just being added in. The travel policy is new. I would like to switch to a per diem model for when we travel versus a reimbursement of costs, and the reason is because I don't think it's fair to ask the staff to be putting all of these things on their cards and then come back and wait for reimbursement and do all, it's a lot of paperwork for Kirsten. I don't think it's fair to them, so I'd like to just do straight per diem, so that's what the travel policy is. And then the credit card policy is the same in here, and the electronic banking policy is the same, and the petty cash policy is the same. It's just now all consolidated into this one document.
Okay, like a motion for the adoption of the new financial management policies.
So moved.
Move it. Second.
Okay. Discussion, any further discussion on this? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay. And item number 12, award of procurement ID for the planning board 0626, outsourced accounting and financial services. And we talked a little bit about this. You want to go into any
Yeah.
detail?
Yeah, so I mentioned we got 4 proposals. We interviewed 3 of the companies. We interviewed C Squared, HBK, and MMB. We all agreed that HBK was the best. They're a large firm with a lot of support. They have a lot of New York municipality and nonprofit clients. After the interview, they understood much more what we needed. They had kind of overbid based on what they thought they were gonna have to do. They thought they're gonna have to process payroll and do all of these things. So that's why we were able to negotiate down the onboarding fee and the monthly fee. They're going to put us into a new program called Sage Intact, which is actually much more governmental accounting friendly than QuickBooks. So there is a big onboarding into that, but they'll do the whole thing for us and with us and without while he's still around. So we would like to award this to Hill Barth and King LLC.
Move it.
Yeah,
Move second.
right, Kevin?
Any discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Thank you. All right, item number 13, revisions to Lake Champlain, Lake George Regional Planning Board Workforce Housing Revolving Loan Fund Management Plan.
So if you remember, we have a workforce housing revolving loan fund, we've just never given any loans. This is the management plan that, that fund operates under. Now that we have a consultant, working on our workforce housing stuff, his number 1 goal is to get this loan money out. But there's a couple of things that we would like to change in this management plan. Number 1, the prepayment penalties. We had put a prepayment penalty on, because we didn't want people just kind of cycling the money through quickly and having the affordability requirements being taken off, but it's been a deterrent. So, and we realized that, so we want to take it out. The other big thing is when we were provided this funding, which was a grant through NBRC told us we had to do NEPA on every single project that came in for a loan. So when we get approved for a loan, then we have to go through a full NEPA process with them. They have now backpedaled that, and we do not. So we're taking that whole section out of this, and that, I think is going to help a lot as well. So, I gave you guys the red line version. Other things are just some kind of language things, and then he added on. We do have to have them fill out what we call 21 externalities, which we have in our small business loan fund, which is just basically a list of federal, policies that they have to follow as a borrower.
Okay, can I have a motion to approve the revision?
I'll make motion.
Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. Okay, and now item number 14, we need annual adoption of the revolving loan fund management plan.
So we have one revolving loan fund still under federal regulations. It's RLF 5. It's our COVID fund. Every year, we're supposed to do an annual adoption of that plan. Nothing has changed. It's the same one that we've had for a couple years. Need my map?
Moved and seconded. Discussion, questions?
We did the second one.
Nobody, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not
Oh,
second.
Second, thanks, Dan.
I seen you do it.
I thought you did. Okay. All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, thank you. We made it through the action items.
We did.
Okay.
And we'll be quick on the next one.
Item number 15, comprehensive economic development strategy update. Sam.
I'll talk quickly. So real quick, if you guys not know, we have started the comprehensive economic
You have
development.
PowerPoint?
Oh, yeah, yeah. It's only 3 slides. So this is also known as the SEDS, that's usually what we call it. This is a requirement where we are required to update it every 5 years, in accordance to our EDA money. So the whole point of this big massive plan is to assess the region's economic conditions, challenges, and various opportunities. As we work through this process, we're establishing goals, strategies, what our communities and counties investment priorities are, and then, of course, adding in where we could possibly get funding for those projects. And I should say that having a adopted SEDS, or updated and adopted SEDS helps the region kind of unlock that state and federal funding, not just from EDA. So this whole project consists of 4 components: the summary background, the strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities and threats, the action plan, which is all the projects, and then the evaluation framework, which is what we will use every year for the next 5 years to make sure that we are making progress on implementing this plan. We are incorporating the EDA's investment priorities. So these priorities fall under critical infrastructure, workforce development, innovation and entrepreneurship, economic recovery and resilience, and then, of course, manufacturing. This is just a very quick high-level snapshot of some of the region's demographic profile that we have. So our 5 counties, a little under 250,000 people. It's a slight decline from 2020. Our region's highly educated with 91% high school diplomas and almost half with college degrees. I should backtrack. The region's median age is 45 years old, a little over than that. This kind of highlights, obviously, the aging population of our region, and that has implications on workforce development, workforce availability. So that's something to note with that. Housing, 140,000 units with a median home value of 215. Thousands. Yep.
They can only see the first slide.
Oh, no. Oh, I don't know how to fix that one. Hopefully that works. Anyways. Good.
Keep talking.
All right, median household income of our region is 73,000. A little over per capita, that is 41. And then our property rate is 12%. So the real thing here is the largest industries of our region would be healthcare and social assistance, so public administration, which is government, accommodations and food services, retail trade, and then educational services. So since the beginning of the year, we have been working to gather input from stakeholders, so businesses, key small businesses, key businesses, government officials, some of you we've talked to, all to tell us what the issues and opportunities are. We're wrapping all of that together. That will all inform that SWOT analysis in a couple of months here. We're gonna be asking about what your investment priorities are and what sort of projects your communities need. Something that we released at the beginning of the month is a community survey, and we also have a project website for this plan. We would appreciate if you guys take the survey, but also kind of put it out there for your communities. Like I said, we're currently finishing up kind of that regional data overview. We're just about finishing up the stakeholder interviews as well. Our next steps for this project is we are meeting with our committee in August. We will have our goals and strategies and all that confirmed by them. We are expecting this draft plan to be done in October and available for your comment. And then finally, we're expecting the plan to be finalized and submitted to EDA in November or December for their approval. So that was my really quick summary here. Any quick questions?
Surveys on the website, you said?
Correct. Yep.
So are you still finding transportation a significant hurdle in our region? Or is it getting better?
I don't know if it's getting better. It hasn't been brought up as better or worse. It's not something that has really come up out of our conversations quite yet.
I mean, I hear about it all the time, but I think that's just part of what people complain to me about. We are in the process of looking at it a lot, but yeah, I hear constantly about people, especially the big one now is access to medical care through transportation. That's been challenging, but I also think that's very related to, we have less medical care in the region. So
We have heard that for senior citizens that access to transportation is an issue, not necessarily the workforce having transportation problems.
Okay, thanks, Sam. Item number 16, loan committee report, Christie?
Okay, it's not gonna be a very long report. The loan administrative committee has only met one time since the last board meeting. They approved a loan modification to War Cannon Spirits to re-emberize the loan an additional 7 years to assist the owner with restructuring his business model. And that completes my report.
Okay, thanks, Christie.
Mhm.
Senior planner report, Colleen.
Sam, we put that up. Not there yet. Gotta move the slide forward, I think. All right, here we go. We have 9 grants that we are currently writing for CFA applications this year. Over 5 different programs with the EST Regional Council Capital Fund, the DEC, WQIP, LWRP, OPRHP, and DOS Smart Growth Planning. They're keeping us busy till the end of the month. So if you don't hear from us, you'll know where we are. And the next is pro-housing communities. We're still working with our pro-housing communities. All of the communities that are listed here are certified, but for the last 3, those 3 communities, Arietta, Long Lake, and Wells, have their letter of intent in, and we're currently working on getting them certified as soon as possible. Just have to get some paperwork in, and then those will be. So if anybody is interested in becoming a smart growth community, if you're not, then we can talk another time. In terms of education and outreach, we've had several public meetings and public outreach for our comprehensive plans, including Town of Chester, Town of Salem, and Town of Long Lake. And of course, we've done the public outreach for Clinton County Resiliency Plan, working toward having a public meeting for the Washington County Resiliency Plan in the next couple of months. And staff attended the annual Adirondack Planning Forum in Saranac Lake. Next, and currently planning has 19 ongoing grants and projects that are in progress. Projects that are in progress of mailings for Warren, Washington, and Clinton counties went out for the Septic Smart program. The Essex County Blight Inventory Report was completed along with profiles of every town in the county. And the SEDS update, as you know, is underway. That's my report.
Hey, thanks, Colleen. Principal Project Coordinator report, Jess.
So we, for grant management, we currently have 32 active grants. 3 are in closeout across a variety of programs, with 19 LDD contracts currently with NBRC. We're working on a couple of applications, one for CFA with the Granville water main extension, and then a WIA application for the Washington County Sewer District. And we also completed an application for Washington County as part of the ESD County Infrastructure Grants earlier in the spring. And our EPA Brownfields project is moving along. We have several EPA approved sites across our counties, and the consultant for the project has work underway in several of those sites. So we're excited to see the progress.
Hey, Executive Director, thanks, Jess. Executive Director's report, Beth.
You have my written report, but state and federal outreach. I presented at the Southern Vermont Economics Summit and also to DOS local government division staff and all of our housing work. Sam, Kirsten, and I went down to Adirondack Day at the LOB, as we are the captains of the housing section for that. We hosted the Chittenden County Regional Planning Commission in the city of Burlington again to talk about workforce housing work that we're doing that they are interested in. Attended the APA Local Government Day, AATV, Local Government Review Board and North Country Alliance meetings, and as well as the NATO board meeting, and I was appointed to the nominating committee for the executive committee on NATO. Grant awards, the Village of Lake George was awarded its CDS was chosen for 3.2 million by both Congresswoman Stefanik and Senator Schumer, as well as a CDS for the Great Shazy River Marina Revitalization Project was chosen by Congresswoman Stefanik. And the town of Long Lake was awarded $100,000 NBRC grant to do a Jennings Pond reuse study. And right now I'm working on 2 applications for Long Lake Beach restoration and the Bowaga Bay implementation through the WQIP. I'm also in charge of the Lake George DRI Small Project Fund, which is out of their DRI program. It's $600,000 small project fund. We put together all the materials, the application. We're accepting the applications right now and doing all of that processing for the village. I hired a principal planner. We also hired an intern. Wyatt found our office, not just knew who we were, but found our office. Hand delivered his resume looking for an unpaid internship. He's a student at Stanford and a planning and map guy, and we've had him for a week and he's doing awesome. He did something in a day and a half I thought was gonna take him 2 weeks. So we're trying to find work for Wyatt. Put out all the RFPs. We talked about the financial policy. We're also working on an employee policy handbook update. You guys will see that at the next board meeting. Researching grant management systems and then obviously going through the RDC dissolution. The other big thing is save the date for our conference. It is October 1st at the Lodge at Schroon Lake. The registration is on our website. I think I put the next slide as the agenda. We have Mike Morris, the new Deputy Secretary of State. So Mark Pattison has retired. Mike has been moved up to that position, but we have a whole track about grants, and then we have a track about things going on in the Adirondacks. So please come join us for that half-day conference, and then we have the optional lunch speed dating with the state and federal agencies as well.
Okay, thanks, Beth. Next meet, well, we have other items. Any other items coming for the board? One for me, I need to give Al one of my coins, so.
I don't have one to return.
That's all right. Thanks for all your hard work.
And I will offer up to the executive director and the regional planning board, if you need help with site visits at Bridgeview, War Canada, Bowaga. I know a guy, happy to help.
Excellent, thank you.
Okay. Any more business? Next meeting date, October 13th, 2026, 1 P.M., Hamilton, Clinton, Warren County. May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
We're adjourned. Thank you.
Yeah, I have a-